Hey guys, welcome back here. Moving right along with my Week 2 previews and analysis. This video for the game between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. This game will take place in Green Bay. It's the home opener for the Packers coming off their Week 1 loss at Seattle. And for the Packers, look, the Packers offense, I'm not too concerned about. I know there's going to be a lot made of the injuries to that Packers offensive line, but when has Aaron Rodgers really had a season where that offensive line was intact? And, while Rodgers is healthy, this offense is still going to be formidable. And you have the concussion to Eddie Lacy, so the Packers looking to others in the running game this week, most notably James Starks. And I think that's where it starts for the Packers, protecting Aaron Rodgers and getting that running game going early. Because the one distinct advantage the Jets have on the Packers is that Jet defensive line and that front seven versus that Packers offensive line. So I think if you see the Packers get a running game going at all, which not many teams do versus the Jets, I think it's going to be all downhill for the Jets. But I think the one thing the Packers will be able to do if Aaron Rodgers gets time is to shred the Jets secondary. I know the Jets, what came out of Week 1 was that the secondary played better than everyone thought they would. But look at the opponent. You had a rookie quarterback against weapons for the Raiders that can't create much separation on any defensive backs. Certainly a step up in class for that Jets secondary. I worry about them a lot. Certainly against this Packers receiving core led by Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb and company. Now on the flip side, that Jet running game I think really needs to get going here in order for them to keep that Packers offense off the field. And if you look in Week 1, what hurt the Packers defense was explosive plays down the field and the running game led by Marshawn Lynch and the Seahawks. I think the Jets can do their best to replicate the running game that the Seahawks put forth, but I don't see the weapons on the outside that can really expose this Packers secondary like the Seahawks did. So I think when it comes down to it, you're going to need Geno Smith to make plays. You're going to need the tandem of Chris Ivory and Chris Johnson to really get going early. Again, one, to establish a running game to keep Rodgers off the field, but secondly, to be their main offensive weapon. And, we've seen in the past the Packers be susceptible to explosive plays. So if the Jets can ever get one or two of those to go along with the running game, I think that'll do them very well in this game as well. But I think it's going to come down to the main thing this game is going to come down to is that Packers offensive line. If they're able to keep that Jet defensive line off of Aaron Rodgers, I think this is going to be a very long day for the Jets secondary, and I think we'll finally see them get exposed like we thought they would pretty much all season. I just think in the first game against the Raiders, like I said, they don't really have any weapons that can really expose you anyway. Not really a good litmus test, but this definitely will be. I think when all is said and done, I think the Jets get to Rodgers, but not as much as they probably need to win this game, because what you still have to doubt about the Jets is Geno Smith's ability to go toe for toe with a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers on Rodgers' home field. And in order for the Jets to pull out this game, it's going to be on Geno Smith to make some of those big plays. All right. Yes, if the running game's there, that's going to help. But if the Jets need to score 24, 27 points to win this game, can Smith make the 2 or 3 plays he needs to make that happen? Right now, you haven't really seen that much in Smith's career, and he has weapons, again, better weapons than last year, but weapons he's still getting used to. And I didn't like what I saw with the Jets with their penalties and turnovers last year. They can't afford, last week's rather, they can't afford any of that this week. So I like the Packers to win this game for the reasons I said. All right, but I like the Jets to cover. So I like the Jets +8 to keep the game close enough. But I think in the end, that Packers offense is just going to be too much from a passing game perspective. So let me know what you guys think of the Jets-Packers matchup here. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. Preview every game every week. Always talking the NFL. Thanks as always for listening. Be sure to subscribe. Have a great day.